EMC, 139 Pomfret Street in Putnam. I'm Nick Smith with WINY News. Now back to Gary O.
All right, it's 7:41. We have guests here today on Community Radio, where you're the star, from the Thompson Business Association. We get together with them once a month. Great organization, sponsored by ThompsonBusinessAssociation.com. You really should join. After you hear from our guests, you're going to say, yeah, I want to hang with these guys. It's a great organization. We have the president here, Dan Bennett from DBC Solutions. How you doing, Dan?
I'm great, Gary. How are you today?
I'm excellent. You're an excellent president. You motivate me and others and the people around you. You're all in on pretty much everything you do. You're all in, and you're running a great organization here. It's growing. And how many members these days, Dan?
We got 75. We just went through renewals, and a couple people didn't renew, but we're still at 75.
That is fantastic. So a great organization. Again, ThompsonBusinessAssociation.com. You see members around town say, hey, we want to be a member of the Thompson Business Association. So we get together once a month. We put some shine on some of your members. Who'd you bring here today?
We got Eric from EB Moments Photography and Chris from Phat Boi Builds.
All right, Chris, Phat Boi Builds today. We're not doing bait today, Chris?
No.
All right.
Bait is available, but I got the welding shirt on.
All right. Chris Chinaki is here today. Phat Boi Builds. I love the name of that. We're going to get into that in a minute, too. And Eric Boucher is here from EB Moments Photography. Eric, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you here today. Boy, Chris, you don't sit still. You got a lot going on here.
Always got a lot.
We're switching hats. Phat Boi Builds. What is Phat Boi Builds? What do you do?
So it's handcrafted services, welding, and fabrication. So pretty much anything that you're interested in. I mean, fire pits. I just built a flamethrower recently. I've been working on horse trailers, securing barn doors, locking them, stuff like that. So, I mean, anything that you need with metalwork, I'm your guy.
For whatever reason, on my Facebook or YouTube feed, there's a lot of welding videos, like how do you like my welding? And it's all these hack jobs, and it's pretty fun. It's funny to watch. I don't know a lot about welding. All I know is it looks like fun. Is welding fun?
Welding's fun. I like it. I enjoy it a lot. There's a couple different styles of welding. You got MIG, TIG, and stick. About a couple years ago, I really got into TIG welding.
What's that?
That's basically where you're using a tungsten as an electrode and using filler metal to fill in the actual welding puddle and controlling the amperage with your foot. Real accurate, real precise welding, and it comes out real beautiful when you actually take your time.
There's an art to what you do. I mean, it's practical, obviously, and mechanical and everything that goes with that, but there's art involved in welding, right?
Oh, yeah. I do some art pieces here and there. I mean, I spent all last summer doing all those jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know if anybody's seen them, but they're around Thompson here and there.
Those are yours.
Those are all mine. So
Yeah.
they're the propane tanks cut out, plasma cut, and fabricated into jack-o'-lanterns.
In the welding world, are you critical of others' work? When you look at art, do you go, that's pretty good, or that's not so hot, or tell me about that.
If you're welding and you're not judging someone else's welds, I mean, what are you doing in your spare time?
I love that. So fabricating, so that tells me that sky's the limit. Come to you with an idea. And it can just be verbal. Maybe you scratch something out on a napkin, and then you take it and create it. Is that what happens?
Correct. Yeah, I pretty much design it, send some copies back to you, and pretty much go from there. I recently just had a gentleman send me a barbecue that he saw online.
Yeah.
Literally took a screenshot to me. I priced it up yesterday, and I'm going to send him the quote today. So hopefully he's excited about the price, and we can get going on that for him for summertime.
Yeah, so this is custom working. It could be a repair. Maybe it's just a repair, something you need to fix. Maybe it's something you want to create, something new, something outdoors. We're coming into the lawn and garden season, and you mentioned fire pits and things like that. Boy, there's a lot. I mean, the sky's the limit to the jobs that you can do, right?
Of course. And I mean, I take small jobs. That's pretty much why I started, because there's no one around town, no one around the area really taking on the small jobs that people don't have welders in their house, but they need like a piece of yard ornament or yard chair welded. I can do that real quick for them,
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is have someone bring it to a weld shop and, a big shop and charge a lot of money for a simple thing.
Can you travel to do your work, or does everything come to you in your workshop, or how does that work?
So I have mobile. I offer mobile with my truck, and I also have in-service, in-shop services.
Yeah.
So
how long have you been welding, Chris? How did this start?
Welding in my business probably around 2-3 years now. But I've been welding since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, with the little tombstone buzz box that Grandpa got from Sears, in the
Really? Yeah.
40s,
Yeah.
no, 40s, no, about 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And I have that thing in my garage. That really got me going.
So you're self-taught or?
Self-taught.
Yeah.
I take a class here or there to make sure I know what I'm doing, kind of hone in my skills. And the last one I took, it really pushed me a lot further than I was expecting.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Boy, you think you know a guy. I see you, I think, Redbeard Baits, which is another thing you have going on, but also the guy can weld and custom welding and just fabricating. This is a guy who takes your ideas, your dreams, whatever, and makes them reality. So again, think about that, especially with lawn and garden season coming up. I know you got a project. Maybe you have something that needs to be repaired, or just something you want to build, something custom, maybe in your workshop or something. I mean, there's just no end to what they can do here. From Chris, it's Phat Boi Builds. Why Phat Boi? You're not fat. What's going on?
I don't know. It kind of sticks out. I've always kind of been like that, a bigger guy myself.
Yeah.
But I'm always moving. I'm always working.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm not building, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest.
I feel that Chris Farley, fat guy in a little coat.
It's a catchy name.
Right.
Easy to remember.
Sometimes I play that for myself because I put on a few pounds. Anyway, Chris Chanaki here today. Phat Boi Builds, the number 978-732-3643. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. Also, Redbeard's Baits, located where? 24-hour self-serve bait where?
136 Brandy Hill Road in Thompson, Connecticut. It's pretty much towards the Speedway.
Yeah. You're a hard-working guy.
Always
You're
working.
a 7-day-a-week working kind of guy.
24 hours, 7 days a week,
love that.
365 days a year.
There you go, Chris. I love the work ethic. I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you,
Always
Gary.
a pleasure. So, Eric Boucher, you're a photographer. You even brought some gear.
Yep.
Hold that up to our Facebook Live, and boy, that looks like that's some fancies. That's way nicer than when I'm taking pictures with my iPhone. Describe to us the equipment that you brought here today.
So this is a Canon R6 Mark II. It's a relatively new camera. Just came out about a year ago. That's basically when I started my photography. I had a little cheap little Nikon camera, and right away I just said, I'm going to upgrade. I upgraded to this guy right here. It's full frame, great in low light situations. So it's great camera all around.
Yeah, pardon me for this question. I have no manners. What are we looking at? How much tied up in this gear?
Don't tell my wife, but I probably got well over 10 grand invested so far in my photography equipment. Over.
So you're very serious about what you do.
Yes.
Tell me about again. It's called EB Moments. Eric Boucher Moments Photography. What kind of photography do you do? Tell me about it.
Right now I'm just basically doing portrait photography and stuff like that. I'd like to get into like more other stuff. I'm working on doing videography. I've done some videography for some weddings and stuff like that. Did some wedding photos. So I'm kind of trying to get in a little bit of everything. See what I like more. So far, I'm doing really, really well with portrait photography. But soon I will be live streaming the TBA, events and the mixers and all that stuff. So that's going to give me more experience in that area as well. And it's just fun. It's grab my camera, do something new, learn something new. It's a fun thing to have that ability to all right, I want to shift gears to try something new or try something different.
Why is it important to have professional photography, like portraits or headshots for business, that kind of thing?
Well, what really got me into photography was the fact of how important it really is. The memories are really important to have. So, take a picture of that moment. You'll have that, forever as a memory. Times change so fast. Like for example, my mom, she passed away, and I only had 2-3 pictures of her.
Yeah.
I really wish I had more, and I don't want to see anybody else kind of have that situation. So I really want to provide them, being able to capture those moments so they have those memories for a lifetime and everything like that.
Yeah, I feel you. My mom passed away in 1991. Obviously, pre-cell phone and all that stuff. I have like 3 photos of my mother. Yeah, and I wish I had more. Obviously, wish I had more. But then you go to like, okay, I have 1,000 photos on my phone, but where are they going to end up? You know, I mean, you want the photos that you pass on generation to generation and that kind of stuff. And it's important to have that for your family, right? Because my concern is that, with our modern technology, that it just kind of, I always call it the box. Every family has the box. Someone in your family, in my house, is my sister. My sister has the box. And in it is the few photographs of my Nana and Grandpa and my great aunts and all that. And there's only a few of those photos and Mom and Dad wedding photos, all that stuff. And it's treasured, man. It's treasure in our family. Fast forward to today. If you're not making those, printing those, saving those, it's on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How's that going to work out years from now? Where's that going to end up? So it's important to have that. If people want to reach out for your services, what's the best way to do this? What do we do, Eric?
You can send me a phone call on, to my...
We can do a text or something?
Yep, you can send me a text,
Okay.
phone call, or email from my website.
Okay. So you can text it or call 508-499-8694. That's 508-499-8694. ebmomentsphotography.com. If we go to your website, are there samples of some of your work in that we can look at?
I have my portfolio on there as well.
You can check that out too. ebmomentsphotography.com. You can email ebmomentsphoto@gmail.com. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram too. And check out EB Moments Photography. So looks like you're on your way. Obviously, you've purchased a great equipment, and let's hope that people follow up. What else do you have here?
I also have like a networking sale going on, to try and bring some more people in. So I'm going to offer, a $40 session, get 10 photos included, background of your choice. Plus receive a gift card for referring a friend. This will help bring in, some, networking, so that way I can get more people out there to, recognize my work and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing that sale for a couple months, so if you're interested, just when you contact me, say radio, and then I'll know to give you guys that deal.
Sounds great. Eric, I'm so glad you joined us here today. I wish you big success with your venture, and I hope it works out for you. And thanks for being a member of the Thompson Business Association. Good job today.
Thank you.
All right, so Dan, you're the closer. What do we need to know about the Thompson Business Association? What's going on?
Well, we just had a mixer a couple of weeks ago up at Prestige Salon in Webster. It was a fabulous event. We had a bunch of people show up. It was great. Yeah. And we have 3 more mixers planned this year. We're still working on getting our host for the next one squared away. That will be on April 16th. And then on July 16th, we have a mixer hosted by Teague. We're super excited about that. And October 15th will be the last one for this year, and that's going to be at Donahue Lawn Care. It's our second time doing that one. Yeah. That was a fabulous turnout last
Nick's
year.
Nick's a good host.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we had a good time there.
Yeah.
All right, gang, you got to join the Thompson Business Association. Be a member like DBC Solutions, like Phat Boi Builds, Redbeard's Bait, and EB Moments Photography.